And Blair is world-renowned. He's the best teacher for people who want to be entrepreneurs, teaching them the number one skill of an entrepreneur, which is the ability to sell. So may I introduce the number one sales and leadership teacher in the world, friend Blair Singer.
Thank you.
Many years, isn't it?
Many years.
From nothing to here.
That's right. That's right.
So congratulations on all your success.
Thank you. Thank you. How many of you have ever had a $1 million idea? You know, it could be a product, a service, a business opportunity that you were absolutely convinced was going to knock it out of the park and make millions with. How many have ever had that thought? Okay, good. But how many of you also know a lot of people that have $1 million ideas that didn't make $1 million with that $1 million idea? Thank you. How many of you know somebody like that intimately well? There's one word that prevents most people from taking their $1 million idea and turning it into millions of dollars. That one word is sell. So for many people, this is a 4-letter word. Many people say, I don't have to sell. I'm a teacher, I'm a lawyer, I'm a professional. Or some of them might even say, my product will sell itself. So here is the rule of entrepreneurship. Sales equals income. That's right. Sales equals income. If you can't sell, there is no income. How many of you know people who complain that they don't make enough money? The reason is because they can't sell. Remember, sales equals income. If you can't sell, there's no income. If there's no income, there's no business. There are a lot of people out there that think they sell, but they don't make any money. See, talking and selling are not the same thing at all. So on the wall where I work in my first sales job, there was an expression that said, salesmanship begins when the customer says no. That's when most people stop. But when the customer says no, that's when the sale begins. Not only the sale to Mr. or Mrs. Customer, but most importantly, me selling me to me. Your most important job is you selling you to you. This 4-letter word, sell, is the most important word for your success. If you don't have the amount of money that you want, if you're working too hard for very little income, and you're frustrated with all that, it's because of one reason. And the reason is probably because you don't know how to sell. Why? Because sales equals income. Hi, I'm Blair Singer, Rich Dad Advisor to Robert Kiyosaki in the areas of team development, sales development, and leadership development. And I've worked with hundreds of thousands of people over many years. And anytime I hear somebody complain about not enough income, no matter what you're doing, whether you're a business owner or you work for somebody else, it's because you don't know how to sell, or you think you know how to sell, but nobody's showing up or nobody's listening. Or you think that I'm just not a sales type person, I'm not that kind of person, I can't do it. Well, what if I could tell you that all of that can be erased and you can generate more income probably in a much shorter period of time than you ever thought in your life? If you're interested in something like that, a very special invitation for you. Years ago, over 12 years ago, I created a magical program called the Sales and Leadership Mastery Program. That's a legendary program. Why? Because in over 15 countries, it's created millionaires out of people just like you once they learned how to sell. The Sales and Leadership Mastery Program was created for people that wanted to generate the income they feel they deserve, to be able to do it quickly, to be able to build teams that actually can do selling for you so that you don't have to do it all in yourself, so you don't have to go from feast to famine. So this is a very magical program, and I'm happy to say that it's coming to a place near you here in Brazil. It's going to be taught by a very special person, a person that has become a great friend of mine, A great entrepreneur that has taken every single one of the principles of this course and exploded, quadrupled his business in Brazil using it. His name is Gustavo. He's only one of a very small handful of people in the world that actually are able and qualified to teach this program. Now you might ask yourself, it's such a good program, why do so few people teach it? Well, the reason is because it's difficult to get somebody that's qualified to teach it. My friend Robert Kiyosaki talks about fake teachers. We have a lot of teachers that teach us in school, and they teach us things that are irrelevant, or they teach us things that don't help us make money, they don't help us with the business, or the teachers themselves don't even have the experience of what they're talking about. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about right now, particularly when it comes to money and income in business. But this individual is the real deal. Why? Because he already had a successful business when I met him. But then he took what I gave him and quadrupled all that, and has taught hundreds of people all across Brazil how to do exactly the same thing. He is a real teacher. And why does it take, and why there's so few? Because it takes a long time to get a person up to speed to do that. And a lot of people try, hundreds of people try. They don't all qualify because they've got to get by the scrutiny of myself and my team. Like I said, Gustavo has traveled around the world with me. We've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro together. We've been to Thailand together. We've been to Vietnam together. We've been to America together. We've been all over the world together, him studying intently how to be not only a great business owner, but a great teacher, an amazing teacher that can change your life in a matter of a few words. So I highly recommend that you do this program with Gustavo. I believe that you'll actually get more out of the program by doing it with him than you would with me. Why? Because he's taken it and he's applied it in Brazil, and he's done it for others, and he's going to do it for you too. The real deal. So if you're interested in that and you want to get past that little voice in your brain that says, I can't do it, I'm not cut out for this, and you have $1 million idea in your mind that you really want to make money with, we're going to show you how to make more money in 10 minutes. That's right, in 10 minutes during that program than you've probably made in the last 3 months. Now, if you're interested in that and learning how to build teams and teach other people on your team how to sell and to make that happen for you in a very short period of time in Brazil, then click on the link here and get yourself registered for the program. But it's changed thousands of people's lives, and it's going to change yours too, because right now, the only sell you need to be worried about is you selling you to you. And once we get that handled, then we can fix the little voice that keeps unselling you on the things you know you should be doing. They're going to make you a ton more income and help you make that $1 million idea come true. Be awesome.